Good morning, Andy Lockwood, College Talk Tuesday. This is the show where we talk about your questions. I try to answer all of your questions that I've received over the last couple of years. Let me just turn down, I think I got a little feedback here. Okay. So, hopefully I didn't bother you. So, welcome. Hope you're enjoying a cup of joe. I am going to answer a financial aid question that I received initially August of 2016, and this was from Nicole. And Nicole's burning question that she wanted me to answer, which I may or may not have back in August of 2016, is I am using my 2015 tax return for the FAFSA and the CSS profile, but I have a new job and an increase in salary for 2016. Should I use all info from 2015 taxes or estimate the new income at the new job? If I submit only 2015, do I need to update after I file my 2016 taxes? Thanks. Okay, great question. Let me check this off so I know I did that. So let me give a little bit of backstory about the whole filing of financial aid, including the FAFSA and the CSS profile and the years that are applicable, the years of income that they want. So I have to give a little bit of a wind-up before I answer the question specifically. So there are almost 4,000 colleges in the whole country. Each one of them takes the form called the FAFSA, the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. Then there are about 260, 270 colleges that require an additional form, not in lieu of the FAFSA, but in addition to the FAFSA, called the CSS profile. The difference between the two forms and the two types of colleges is that the FAFSA is about 108 questions and the profile is about twice as much, and it's probably 10 times as complicated, much more invasive. The FAFSA is hard, the profile is ridiculously hard. So I don't do them, actually, so I can't speak firsthand, but Pearl, my wife, handles all the forms in our practice. She probably files like 300 a year or something amazing like that. Anyway, so Nicole's question has to do with schools that require both forms and what tax year they are looking at. So I'm going to fast forward this because I'm recording this in March of 2017. I'm going to assume that if you're watching, you have someone who's graduating in 2018 or younger. So if you have someone graduating high school in 2018, the year that the FAFSA and the CSS profile care the most about is 2016. That's referred to as prior, or PPY, meaning that there is a 2-year look back at your income taxes. So in Nicole's case, if she had a job in 2015 and left there and got a raise in 2016, that, because I'm not sure when her kid is graduating, that wouldn't come into effect, or there wouldn't be any issue at all. It won't be controversial because 2016 is the year. But let's say you have someone graduate in 2018 and you were working in one place in 2016, and now in 2017 you got a raise, or maybe your salary dropped, or you got laid off or something. The problem with the financial aid forms is that they are retrospective, so they're only going to care still about the prior year, or 2016. That's unfortunate. However, there is an appeal process, and I was going to say something else, but I'm waist deep in working through appeals for my clients where we are trying to get more money, trying to negotiate more financial aid and scholarship awards from the various colleges that our clients have gotten into. And one great argument that you can make is, listen, I know that when I filled out the forms, I looked one way on paper in terms of my income, but the reality is really not as rosy as it seems because I changed jobs and I lost some income, or I got laid off or something like that. If you're someone who's fortunate, like to be in Nicole's position where you got a new job and you have more money now, you're earning more money now, I just wouldn't tell them, because they're not asking it, so I wouldn't volunteer it unless they specifically ask you for the new tax returns that they have not looked at yet. And colleges can't do that. So, again, just to use my example, if you have someone graduate in 2018 and you're providing them 2016 tax returns, it's entirely possible that some schools, most likely the CSS profile schools, could say, let us see your tax returns from 2017. Actually, on the CSS profile form, it does say, give us some estimates for 2017. What do you forecast in terms of your income? So it catches up to you if you're applying to a CSS profile school. But if you're applying to a FAFSA only school, it probably won't really matter. It can't help or hurt if you have different income in the year that's after the prior year. So I don't mean to throw around all these crazy terms, PPY, prior, although I do like to. But I just wanted you to understand that there's a 2-year look back when you file the financial aid forms in terms of your income. Now, that is, by the way, that's not the case for your savings, for your assets. Just to be clear, that will be a subject of another video because this one's getting long enough already, and my coffee's getting cold. So I hope you found this information valuable, and I would love you to pass it on just to help us spread the word about our approach and the information that we have. And if you're ever interested in learning more, go to our website, collegeplanningGuru.com. A couple of things to plug for this month. I'm speaking in 2 different locations in March, Garden City at the end of the month, and Green Lawn, the Harborfields district, next week on the 9th. And we are also doing something new, which is an open house. So we've started taking reservations for people who are interested in our services. Maybe we've talked before in the past and they're now ready to move forward. We're going to be bringing in not just me, but Marissa, our tutor, our SAT and SAT tutor, because we just recently started offering those services to our clients and feedback has been unbelievable, so I'm very happy about that. And we are also, in a rare public appearance, going to be hauling Pearl Lockwood in, the financial aid warrior herself, to answer questions about how the whole financial aid process works and whether you can qualify or not, that type of thing. So that is Saturday the 11th. So that's 8 days from today. It's going to be at 9:30 in our offices in Jericho. So 2 workshops, 1 open house, and we also are working on another announcement, big for us. Hopefully you'll appreciate it too. That's coming up in the next couple of weeks. Okay. That is it for this episode of College Coffee Talk. Thanks for watching, and we will be back Monday with some new questions. And if you have any questions, pop them in comments, pass them along, tell anyone they can pop their questions in comments, and we will address them usually within 24 to 48 hours. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.